think I've got to answer this question, innit? How did we meet? First of all, I would say somebody who knows my wife told me she had some friend that maybe we both can, yeah. So through a friend of her, I got to know her. And the question who approached who, it was me, of course. And so I first approached. Yeah.
Interesting. So you said, of course, it was you. Why did you say, of course?
Because I think it's natural that the man has to approach the woman, not the woman other way.
Interesting. Mom, do you have anything to add?
Yeah. First time I saw him, like he said, it was through a friend of mine that he got to know me. And when he approached me, I also liked him. So we just straight away.
Okay.
That's it.
What did you like about him?
Oh, everything. I mean, yeah, he's okay. I mean, he's not. I don't know how to say, but he's okay.
Dad, what did you like about Mom?
I think the connection is natural. First of all,
the
chemistry. When you see somebody that you like, it's like you felt it.
Yeah.
And that is what happened.
Okay.
So yeah.
Interesting. Nice. Okay. Question number 2. How long did you and Mom talk to each other before you called each other boyfriend and girlfriend? How long was that talking between you before you gave it the name?
I will say the first time we met, it was just introduction, and then it took about 2 to 3 months. I think in between. It was all about talking and asking, and yeah, and yeah. So I would say 3 months before we start, like,
calling each other
boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay, so in those 3 months, I don't know really, but did you have phones in that time?
No,
it wasn't common.
Okay,
it wasn't
common.
Yeah.
So how did you communicate?
Asking from friend
where
she is, or where can I meet her, or how can I, something like that. And she was, you couldn't go to the parents' house that time to ask of,
why?
Because you're not being introduced, they don't know you. So you going to ask of her is a bit, I would say we show a big respect in that area when approaching family for the first time or so. Yeah. And so sometimes you can figure out, maybe at this time, at this day, I might see her, at this spot or at this point. So you try your luck.
So it was based on luck, because obviously Mom didn't have a phone, you didn't have a phone, so you kind of used your friends to be like,
if you see her, say this to her for me. Yeah, exactly.
So that took 3 months.
Yeah.
Do you think 3 months is a reasonable time to get to know someone before you make it official?
Well, it depends. It depends. It can be longer, or it's about your question, how long. If it's nowadays that maybe people's got phone, you can talk to yourself all day long and stuff like that. It's different. But our time, because you don't see the person, or you can't talk to her on the phone, our connection was like, it took 3 months to proper start, like,
dating.
Boyfriend.
So do you think if you had access to phones and technology, it would have taken less than 3 months.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe,
It will.
maybe.
It will
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
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 Definitely.
Yeah.
Mm.
Interesting.
Mm.
Nice. Mom, do you have anything to add?
No, not really. I mean, he
Said
has
it
said
all.
all. Yeah, he has said it all. So,
Okay. Are you ready for question number 3?
yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay, so nowadays, people, sometimes you'll hear things like, oh, me and this person are just talking to each other.
Mm.
If back then, your friend, for example, said she met someone and they're just talking, what do you think that means?
It's a time of getting to
To
know,
know
each
each
other
other,
properly.
yeah.
You're just talking. It means you haven't really accepted the proposal
Proposals,
or anything really. You don't know whether you're ready to say yes, I
like
agree
you or
with you,
something.
or to
You
date
want
you
to
or whatever.
date, yeah.
That is the time of just talking.
Just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nowadays there's this culture called Talking Stage, which is the title of my song.
Okay.
And some people think that the talking stage should be a specific amount of time. Others think it should be shorter. Other people think it should be long. So I think sometimes people put too much pressure on themselves. So like you said, Dad, I think it depends on that natural connection.
That's
if
right.
it's there, it's there.
Yeah,
that's right.
You have the feeling that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But do you still think that do you think, for example, 1 week is too short?
It's not too short.
Really?
It's not.
Okay.
You can see someone just a day, then you feel something for him on her.
Love at first sight.
That's it.
Do you believe in that?
I believe in that.
Was that
I really
case
believe
of
it.
Dad?
I think so.
Again, the angle of where you both are coming from also depends on on this time to know each other properly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It depends where you both are coming from.
Okay.
So if it's how do I say it? It's not too different from where you're coming from.
So you mean like if the mindset is not too different, if the purpose
Exactly,
is too different,
exactly.
then maybe
the connection
exactly, yeah.
Just automatically. Yeah.
So maybe you're saying like if the two people share similar minds, then it will possibly go faster.
That's it.
Again, you were saying if somebody meets someone for 1 week, the 1 week is not where you are getting married or you are getting together, but starting something from there, I think it can be from 1 week.
So two strangers can meet within a week.
Yeah, of course.
This is where I want to.
Exactly. But then it will all decide later.
Yes.
The bigger picture will come later.
Okay. Makes sense. Nice. Okay. Question number 4. There's a phrase called ghosting, right? Ghosting. So ghosting means, for example, you've been talking to someone for a while over WhatsApp or whatever you want to use, Instagram. You've just been talking to someone. And then imagine after talking to someone consistently, you don't hear from them ever again. That is called ghosting. Because someone becomes a ghost. Have you ever ghosted someone? Have you ever been the one to talk to someone consistently and then all of a sudden it stops?
No, I haven't experienced it.
No? I haven't experienced it. That's all.
Do you think it's a strange thing to do?
It is.
Why?
It is strange because how can you be talking to someone then all of a sudden you can't see the person again?
Yeah.
It is strange.
It is strange.
Yeah.
But then maybe it's a good thing from the one who is I would say the one who is not hearing from the other one.
Okay, so the person who has been
ghosted has something in a cupboard.
Okay.
Maybe you don't know. And that is why that person maybe is feeling, no, I got to stop here before
something explode.
You know what I mean? So it's for your good. Maybe it's for you good.
Time.
Yeah, that the person is cutting off. He don't want, or she don't want to take it any more further to bring any
go any. But don't you think it would be maybe more respectful if you communicate? You don't have to say the specific reason, but for example, instead of just ignoring someone after speaking consistently and making them think that maybe you'll go somewhere, you could be like, okay, maybe I'm not feeling this anymore. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, that's it.
That's very. It's a nice way to do it this way, but it depends what conversation you both have had up to that time, and that person will feel like, oh, you know what, I can't say otherwise now. You know what I mean? But the best way is maybe just back off.
That's understandable. But me personally, I would prefer for someone to communicate.
Oh yes,
with you. Yeah, of
it's
course.
the best way, of course.
Okay. So another phrase is to leave someone on red. So we use WhatsApp all the time. You and Mom communicate on WhatsApp. You communicate with each other there. So you know the blue tick on WhatsApp. What does it mean?
It means the person has seen your message or read your message.
To leave someone on red means that, for example, Dad has sent you a message on WhatsApp, and then you've seen the message. Dad can see the blue ticks, but then you don't respond. So that's leave someone on red. Have you ever done that to each other?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because
let me let's say, for instance, I've seen Mom's message, I've read it, but I can't reply at that minute.
Okay,
it's different.
That's different.
Yeah.
Have you ever left someone on red?
Ignore it. Well, not my wife, not my wife, but maybe I've done to somebody else because maybe I'm not interested.
Yes, in whatever they've got.
Whatever you're telling me or whatever, I don't need to respond because maybe if I respond, I will say something which is not even going to help me or it
help
will
the person.
Escalate whatever. So just ignore it.
Okay, good point. What about you, Mom?
Yeah.
Is this something you do often, or would you say you're more?
It depends the message you receive.
Yeah, the message that you received, that will make you ignore the person or just reply the person.
Okay.
But me, if I see any message that is not
appropriate,
I just ignore you. I will just even block you, so forth. Yeah.
I think that's necessary. If you don't know a person, or even if you do know them and they sent you a message that's weird, it's best to
you just ignore them.
No.
Yes. So, can you tell the people how long you've been married to each other?
If I recall,
38,
39, 38, 39.
Yeah. 39 in June.
39 in June.
39 years in June.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those 39 years, I'm sure they have not been easy.
Not at all.
Do you reckon you could give people of today some advice about creating longevity in relationships, not just marriage, but relationships in general?
Yeah.
Maybe two things from you.
First of all, I would say tolerate each other because we're different people. So if I have something which is not up to you, tolerate me. There is always something about the other person that it makes you it joins you together, and it cannot be 100%. But so the second thing is respect each other. Respect each other, and the rest will come automatically. You asked me for two, so I've answered two.
Fantastic.
Mine is first, patience.
Okay.
We need to have patience in a relationship, communication.
Communication.
And also respect.
Yeah.
Respect is very important. If you respect somebody, if he or she does something, you just have patience and just talk to the person and everything gets good.
Interesting. So basically what I understand from what you've just said is to tolerate everyone's humanity.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, people are human, so they're not perfect.
That's
they're
right.
not going to be exactly
what you want them to be. Yeah.
That's right.
They're not who they want to be
No,
themselves, to be honest.
Exactly.
So tolerance, respect, and patience are...
And then the other one was
communication.
So 2 from here, 2 from there, 4 things.
Yes.
So last question. Are you excited to hear my song?
Oh yes, definitely. I'm wondering why you've not told me about it till now. But probably you want to surprise me with it. So I'm ready to hear it.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna end it here. Thank you for doing this interview with me. And any final words?
Support Feedy. Support Feedy in a new song, in your new song. Yes. I wish you all the best. I hope
proud of you.
This is going to I know, music is not just for the person who's singing it or but it will touch people.
Yes.
It will communicate with people and people will get to love the song.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And know you more.
Congratulations.
I'm proud of you, my dear.